Hey, Jared here with eCarrier Check. We're test driving our system right here at an actual live brokerage. So they've given me a few loads that I have the ability to go out to the spot market on. And we're going to use our auto assistant to see what it can capture as far as carriers, rates. And it just happens to be they have a pallet going from just outside of Denver in Broomfield and going to the Chicago world. So we're going to look for a hotshot little Sprinter van thing, and let's take a look how this works. So if we click into Auto Assistant here, you'll see this screen pop up. We're going to go ahead and post a load and work through this. Now, a couple things that are interesting in this screen. Up here at the top is actually the call script. And what happens is our system is built so that when you're building the load, whether it's a van or flatbed, whatever it is that you're looking for, the dimensions, the tarping, the pallet jacks, whatever things that may happen with your load, it builds it right into the actual call script, and it's actually really neat. We'll call in and listen to the call script so you can hear it. So we've got the load built. Let me just go through this real quick with you so that you can understand what we're doing here. So we've got a van. We're just going to do a straight cargo van. It's 4 foot by 4 foot by 4 foot. It's 2,000 pounds. We are going to use the open bid strategy on this. So what this does is when you click on this, it allows callers to hear and understand where the top rates are currently, and so that it allows us to get maybe more competitive as we get more calls in. You can see over here I posted it's a pallet of roller wheels, and right here it's going from Broomfield, Colorado. They're open from 7 to 3 today, and then going up to Itasca, Illinois, and they're open from 8 to 4, Thursday and Friday, whatever may come from that. So we're going to go ahead and post now, and you can see what the computer made for the call script. So if, for instance, let's say that we call in, just right now, just for the sake of calling in, our computer, the voice would actually hear you'd hear exactly what they're saying. In fact, let's just do that real quick so you can actually understand it.
Logistics. For Broomfield, Colorado to Itasca, Illinois, press 1. Instead of waiting for an available agent, we can assist you now and get your rate in.
Sorry about that.
This is a straight cargo van load.
So
It's 4 foot long, 4 foot wide, 4 foot tall, and 2,000 pounds. We are picking up today between 7 a.m. and 3 p.m. in Broomfield, Colorado, then delivering Thursday or Friday between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. in Itasca, Illinois, about 1,000 miles away. This is a pallet of roller wheels. We consider carriers based on their rate, their safety, and their fit. If you wish to leave us a rate on this load, please enter your DOT number followed by the pound sign.
So you can hear that. The goal behind me letting you hear that is that you can understand. So we have 3 loads posted right now. If I go into view lanes, we've got 3 loads posted right now. We've got a Calgary, Montreal, and then that Broomfield load. Now, the next step that you do have to do, obviously, is we need to get it on one of your load boards. We just posted this load. You can see in this particular case, we've got that Broomfield, Colorado call going currently, and what we're seeing is that actual call coming in. You're seeing that multiple people are calling in right now. We've got 3 people calling in, 4 people calling in, and all these people essentially are clicking their lane that we just heard and saying, okay, which lane am I looking for? So right now we've got the 4 people. There are 2 that are in the auto assistant reading the info. Now we're up to 5 calls, and it's just managing this. Imagine if you're just by yourself, or there's only 2 people in the office, or 3. How are you going to handle all 5 of those loads at the same time? And that's the goal of the auto assistant, is to help us make you punch above your weight, is what we like to call it. So we're going to come back live here. So right now we have 9 calls going on. You can see if you go through here, the orange is just saying it's live. They're selecting the lane. You can see who's calling and what they're doing. The same thing right here. If you look, this person entered their DOT in, this person entered their DOT in, and we're seeing live rates come in right now. So here's 1,200. In this case, this is 1,400. We're going to see right down here, we're going to see, it looks like a couple more people. So we've got some people that have hung up. We've got some rates in here. All positive things, just for the sake of, we wouldn't have been able to handle, at the brokerage I'm working at right now, handle 12 calls all coming in at the same time. There's no way. So you can see now we've gotten 3 bids here. We still have people getting the assistant. We've got more calls coming in. All right, so it looks like we have enough rates, and we've gotten rates anywhere from 1,400 to 1,200. Interestingly enough, we actually gotten 2 rates from the same company. We've got an Empire here and an Empire here. Those things will happen. You know, a lot of people have multiple dispatchers, and they're just trying to grab lanes. So it may be a phone call that you need to have and say, hey, you know, here's the rate I got, and here's the rate I got, and go from there. However, it's so important that we've seen that we need to communicate back to these people whether they got it or not. That's probably half the battle. So in this particular case, let's just go ahead and talk back to these people. We can reply back to this carrier. We're gonna select them all, okay? And we're gonna come in here, reply back to this carrier, and we're just gonna decline with a text, okay? Now, in this particular case, what'll happen is this comes up. You can see we're still getting calls, so we may need to pull that load down. But in this particular case, it's just right here. We have an automated message. If we come into the call log here real quick, just to kind of go over what just happened in this particular case. So we had the auto assistant going. We had this lane, which we did complete this lane. But if you come into the call log, you can see within almost, let's see, 8:54 all the way to 9, we had about 25 calls. We've got 7 lane rates that were from actual good carriers, and we were able to communicate with them back. But if you're just sitting here with 1 or 2 people, 3 even, could you have handled that many calls in that quick a time? A lot of those people probably would have been put on hold or not answered for that matter. And we just want the ability to give everybody the opportunity to give their rate